Welcome to Ecom Premium. Today we will be setting up Google Ads Performance Max campaign. So you can see we have already set it up with many sales for our previous customers. So today we'll be sharing all steps. So what things you have to while starting a Google Performance Max campaign, you should have an approved Google Merchant Center account, so your products will be showing there. You should have an YouTube channel. You should have a Shopify to get the maximum sales. Shopify store running in the running state, and as well as you should have a Google Ads account. So now from here we'll be setting up Google Performance Max campaign in the Google Ads to get the maximum conversions. If you haven't subscribed us, do subscribe and press the bell icon, and don't forget to watch the video till the end to not to miss any specific part to get your conversions continue. So here you can see that let's check for the today's result, that how much we are making with this Google Performance Max campaign here. So you see for yesterday we got conversions, and as you can see already that our conversion cost is 31, and we are going with high ticket products with more than $2,000+ profit per sale. So here first of all let's check in here. You can see that we are into our Performance Max campaign now, that has been already eligible and running. So in here in the Performance Max we'll be going to the asset groups. So we'll be using the assets, already built up assets, so you guys can also have a look into these. So we'll be also opening this okay, and this one you can just click on edit assets. So we'll be getting all the things pre-made, so you guys have to input all the things according to your niche. Be specific and keep watching. We'll be setting up this Google Performance Max campaign from now. So here you can see that we don't have products here because this Performance Max was set up and we're still getting conversions without products in it. So yes, if you have Google Merchant approved, then there is a plus point with this Google Performance Max campaign. So in here you can see we do have a live store. We have the final URL, and in the URL let's go to our store here first. So in the store you can easily get your product page, the final URL. So first of all, just simply sign in into your Google Ads. Okay, after signing into your Google Ads, we will be starting with Performance Max campaign from the very beginning here. So first of all, you have to click on create here. After clicking on create, you can select campaign here, because we are going to create a new campaign. You can also select from the plus new campaign, and then we will select sales. And after selecting sales, you can remove any further actions that we don't need in our this campaign, because we want sales, add to cart, begin checkouts, and then you have to click on continue. And from here you can select Performance Max, because with search you will get brand awareness, display you will get only display ads, and then shopping you will get this specific shopping only on some channels, and then here is the video and here is the discovery. So Performance Max is the maximum performance for your products in your Performance Max campaign. So in here there are no products in the Merchant Center account, and here you can see we do have some products here. So we'll be keep it up like this, and then in here you can see if you have products and that are approved, and that will definitely be showing there after sometimes. If you got recently approved products in your Merchant Center, then hopefully you will get it here as well if you are creating the campaign after 24 to 48 hours after getting your Google Merchant Center approved. So in here, after selecting Performance Max campaign, you'll see your merchant center here, and then in here you can also add products, specific products, and then in here you can give it the name of your own choice and then click on continue. And then in here in the objective, you can start with the start new. And why we are doing start new, because in the previous campaign, because of no Google Merchant approval, we were not adding any products, so we have to create a new option here. And then in here in the conversion value, you can see that we have conversion and conversion value. So by default, you can see we have conversions selected. So in here in the conversions, this campaign will use a maximum conversions based strategy to help you get the most conversion for your budget. So set a target cost per action. You can also set a target cost. So here you can see on the right side, it's giving 37 conversions, cost per conversion 9.50 typically, and accounts conversion history influence estimates, but there's not much recent activity on your account. So this is because we have just spent like 2k on this account in just 20 to 24 days. So now we are going with Performance Max for this new account. So with the product specifically to get maximum sales. And here if you have a customers list, you can include it, and your existing customers will also see your ads here by importing that list in CSV format here. And then we will click next. Okay, after clicking next, you can select the country where you want to reach out, and you can look at on the right side that how much it's impacting for your weekly estimates based on the daily budget and bid settings. In here you can select the language, and in the more setting you'll see that we have all day and these things. And in here final URL expansion, most relevant URL on your site, you can simply select the page where you want to redirect all of your traffic. So here is our final redirect where we do have our products available on our store. So in here, after then you can add the final URL here. Okay, from here send traffic to provided URL only. And what is the provided URL? Okay, you can just also select this. We will be selecting URL in the add assets group. And then in here in the more settings, you see we do have these options, campaign URL option, and then you have scheduled things. In here you can go with on send traffic to the most relevant URLs on your site. Okay, and then we'll be going to next. And then in the add assets group name, we'll be giving it Pro Max Final. And today is 13th of February. So we'll be giving it name for our own ease. And then in here in the listing groups, you can select all products of our merchant center, and you can see that here we have our all products now visible, and before you can see we don't have that option in our previous campaign. So in here you see that we have products available, ad strength is good, and now we'll be going with the images in it and the URLs. And in the final URL we'll be selecting this, our product page, shop now URL. And then okay, in the images you can add up to 20 images. Try to keep maximum to get the maximum from these options. Like here if you're going to click on image, okay, in here in the assets I will be selecting the images that is most relevant to our products. And then you can select in all ratios just like this. If you don't have the assets, you can simply click on upload and upload all of your assets. in here you can also select the maximum images that you want. Okay, I hope we have 18 images, and you can also select by uploading from your computer here, and in here you can just upload from the specific folder where you have these creatives for your Google Ads. So in here you see, okay, now if you don't have, you can just, if you have, you can first upload it, and you can also use the website, you see, to get the creatives just like this. It would auto fetch the creatives from your website as well. Okay, you can also select the irrelevant images, right? Okay, you can select the one you don't like, or one that don't get so much close to our products here. So in here you see that we have images in your asset groups, and in here you see we have these options. Okay, there is something happening here. Okay, in here you see now we do have the maximum products options available. Okay, now we'll be deselecting some of the products from our assets library as well, because whenever you select a product, it comes into your assets, and from there you can deselect them. Or you can also look at here, like how many products are available. So here you see this one, we'll be deleting this, we'll be also deleting this, and then keep deleting until you don't get. Okay, in here, okay, you can also remove assets with errors. So we'll be clicking on save, and we'll see how many images we have uploaded so far. Okay, in here you can also look at suggested ones, and then you can include them just like this. Try to give the maximum images of your products so people can buy from there. Okay, so you see we have already this check mark has been taken. It means that we have maximum images available. And now in the logos, you can add up to 5 logos if you do already have, but we'll be going up with 1 here. Okay, and then click on save. Okay, in here you see that we have images, we have logos already added, and now we will see that videos is a really important part. In here, if you click on video and you have a YouTube, you can just simply select the videos from there. A short video like vertical and horizontal is a good, and you can also add up to 5 videos here, you see. And then you can also add up headings, and in the view suggestions you see up to 5 headings: electric mountain bike, and then shop online today, and find. Okay, we'll be using this because these were doing best for us. In here you see what we have already in our previous campaign. So this is a good thing if you already worked on your creatives, like what keywords you'll use, and you'll get your maximum conversion, what people are writing there in the searches everywhere, so you'll get them. Okay, in here we'll be filling this up with up to 5 headlines, less than 30 characters, keep in mind. Okay, we do have this thing filled up, and now we have long headlines up to 5 headlines with 90 characters in each. Okay, here we have already worked on this. You can simply copy them up, or you can write one for you by doing proper SEO keyword research. And if you haven't done any keyword research yet, what people are typing, so they will be seeing you, then you can learn about SEO and keyword research in our this YouTube with 500 plus tutorials, all free, on Shopify, e-commerce, YouTube, SEO, everything that you think is must for sales, must for e-commerce. Okay, so in here you see we do have 5 long headlines available now. So you can see it will not duplicate anyone, just like here you see. Okay, now we'll be moving towards the next description, like add 160 characters description and up to 4 other descriptions. So in here you see we already have descriptions ready before. So after pasting the description, writing the description, you can see that this one is, and also keep watching this thing over here. Once you see it's excellent, and then it means you're all good, but we will try our best to do it as good as we can. Okay, we do have 4 long headings available. Okay, now you see that we have this thing available. We have our business name here, and then Sitelink. Sitelink is also a very important thing. You'll need to add at least 2 site links for them to appear on your ads to maximum performance. Add 4 or more. And in here you see previously we have added these site links, so we'll be clicking on edit to see what site links we have already used. And don't try to edit and save, so you'll lose all your settings in your campaign. So we are just doing this for tutorial purposes, so you guys know how you can make and build up the maximum. So in here you see we have these options, 3 site links. So here it will be showing like this. Okay, so now we'll be going for this in the site link 3. Okay, in here you see if you have this site link, you can simply click on edit, site link text, and then description line 2, and then the final URL. Okay, now we'll be going into our site link and click on add site link. In here, if you have already created, you can use them, or you can also check and edit and then review. So you see description line, this one is recommended with 35. So in here you see we have these options. We are ending this up. So keep in mind, don't give any errors, don't exceed 35 characters in the site links, and these are very much things. So in here you see, and then here in the site link URL options. Okay, in here this is for tracking purposes, and this is final URL suffix. Like example, if you have these like of values, you can and just give the value of your own if your URLs are not good. And then in here you can click on save. We'll be moving towards all things here. Okay, and in here you see we have edited this first one, and for second you can also do the same. Try to give maximum things here. Okay, we have already headlines, short headlines as well as long headlines. And then in the URL options, you can also select site URL options here. And then in the advanced settings, you see we have this start and end date. So you can just simply write it and click on save. And then in the last one, you see we have these options available. So in the final URL, you can also give the URL of your shop, so you can directly go to the product page. That is much more helpful. So in here, after this, click on save, and also keep looking at this thing. Like you see, you don't want to miss this out, the final URLs. Okay, and then click on save, and then after clicking on save, you can recheck if there is nothing is missing. Okay, and then click on save. And then you can simply go to apply. Okay, once you applied the site links, you will see it like this. And then in the call to action, you can use automated, or you can also use shop now for conversions. And then in here, more asset types, prices here, just like here, you can add up the prices, and you can also add a phone number, and you can also but we don't recommend adding these things, calls and something, but it's good for for your presence. And here's structured snippets, and in the lead forms, add a form, and then calls. So these are the extra assets. And after adding all of this, you can simply close this, and you can click on next, and also use an audience signal to reach the right audience faster. Okay, now we will be clicking on next, and in here you see we do have asset group that is missing. We will again check. Okay, now we'll see what thing is missing. Okay, now we'll click on next, and then in here we'll be selecting with some budget here that is above recommended, but we will recommend first start with this to keep it gone from learning phase. In fact, Pro Max campaign at least takes 5 days on learning phase. Okay, yeah, it's saying add an additional signal for faster optimization. So we'll be going to add the signal here in the more options here, and when you go to audience signals, click on add an audience signals. You see, if you already have, you can just select that one, and from there, if you haven't added any audience signals, you can just go and edit it up like this. Here in the edit, you will see that you can give it a name. You can people based on their search activity, like what people are doing. We have this segment here, and in it, visitors, what visitors are writing. Basically, your user keywords in it, just like here in e-bike. In e-bike, you see this is our signals in the e-bikes, like best e-bike, best city e-bike, best mountain e-bike, and then here you can also add up interest here, like electric mountain. Okay, in here you can also add electric bike fat tire, and then you can also add best electric mountain bike. So keep it up to keep the optimizations fast. You see, we have added this. So click on save, and then visitors, just like same. What are the visitors types? So web page visits in the past 30 days, and at the end, people based on their interest. You can also look into this one, and then here we go. So now after editing the audience here, signal audience, you can click on next, and you can select with your recommended one, the budget, and then here you see we'll be giving it a name, Pro Max 13 Feb final. Okay, after this you can simply, after looking into all these things, you see we'll be clicking on publish campaign now. So once you click on publish campaign, you guys will see that it is view more campaigns. Like here you see it is in review. Once the review has been done, you will start getting impressions in 5 days hopefully, and the conversion started once it went approved. Just like here you see it's pending, and this asset don't have any performance information yet. Our performance rating for this asset will be shown once enough information has been collected. So here you see, now we'll be going into our campaigns here, and okay, in our campaigns you see we have this performance max campaigns option available. Okay, we have just set up performance max campaign for today, that will be showing here. So this is a performance max campaign, how you start getting sales with it. So here you see this one is our just a newly created performance max campaign, and in this you'll see that this is status is eligible, and once you will be going into this one, once it's passed the review, how it will be look like here you see you will have your campaign, and just like this, after getting approved from the review, you will see that most of your performance will be learning and will be eligible, and just like this. So here how we set up performance max campaign. I hope you guys understand how we can go with performance max and get the maximum conversions just like we were doing, and we will be getting a lot of conversions for our clients. Hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial and making sales with Google Ads Performance Max campaign. Don't forget to subscribe us and press the bell icon. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye bye.